The Bloodline didn't just split open this week. It shattered into 1,000 jagged pieces on live television, and the man holding the hammer wasn't who anyone expected. Welcome back to Wrestling Realm Unplugged. I'm James, and look, if you watched Raw and SmackDown over these past few days, you know we need to talk right now. You know I usually try to break these things down logically, but what unfolded between Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa, Jey Uso, and LA Knight? Absolute total insanity. We thought we understood where the Bloodline power struggle was heading as we marched toward SummerSlam. We thought Roman Reigns had a clear path against Seth Rollins, and Solo was just clinging on to his little rogue faction. We were wrong. Completely wrong. Grab a drink, settle in, because the hierarchy of the Samoan dynasty just got completely rewritten, and nobody is safe. Let's start with Monday Night Raw, because, man, Jacob Fatu is not a human being. He is a walking demolition crew. LA Knight came out looking to handle business, right? The megastar is doing his thing, gets Fatu on the outside, drops him onto the steel steps, and for 2 seconds you think, okay, Knight might actually pull this off. Then Jey Uso shows up, and then Solo Sikoa comes out, and that's when the whole show devolved into a street fight without a referee. But watch what happened after Fatu hit that massive moonsault for the win. Watch his eyes. Solo steps up to try and direct traffic, treat Jacob like his personal muscle again, and Fatu he snaps. He didn't just attack Solo, he mauled him. He dragged Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, and Royce Keys into the ring and laid waste to every single one of them. Do you realize what that means? For months, Solo was acting like the enforcer turned tribal chief, barking orders at the Samoan werewolf. Fatu was taking a back seat, playing the loyal soldier. But on Raw, the leash snapped. Fatu proved he's not taking orders from Solo, he's not listening to Jimmy, and he sure as hell doesn't care about whatever treaty they thought they had. Solo, buddy, what are you doing? You spent the last year running around wearing the ulafala, claiming you were the leader of the new generation, and now look at you. You've got Jey Uso taking you out backstage before the show even hits its stride, and then your own cousin treats you like a punching bag in front of millions of people. Think about where Solo stands right now. He's isolated. He alienated Jey. He lost Jimmy. He can't control Jacob Fatu, and Roman Reigns is locked in a blood feud with Seth Rollins for SummerSlam. Solo wanted to build his own kingdom, but he forgot the golden rule of wrestling. If you build a house out of violence, the people you trained to be violent are eventually going to tear the roof down on top of you. And Jacob Fatu. Fatu is the most dangerous element in WWE right now because he doesn't want power. He doesn't want a belt. He doesn't care about a title. He just wants total destruction. When you have a guy in your faction who doesn't care about politics and only cares about pain, you can't lead him. You can only stay out of his way. And Solo learned that the hard way on Monday. Look, if you're still sitting here with me right now, it means you love this crazy wrestling world as much as I do. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button and subscribe to Wrestling Realm Unplugged. It helps the channel out tremendously, and it ensures you never miss these emergency breakdowns when WE decides to flip the script. All right, back to the madness. Now, how does this affect Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins? Because this is where the puzzle pieces get real messy. Roman is gearing up for one of the biggest matches of his career at SummerSlam against Rollins. They've got history going back over a decade. Rollins is Roman's absolute kryptonite. Every time Roman thinks he's got everything under control, Seth shows up with a steel chair or a tactical vest and ruins his entire life. Roman needed his family behind him. He needed the bloodline locked down so he could focus 100% on Rollins. Instead, his family is literally fighting in the parking lot and putting each other through tables every single week. If Jacob Fatu is a rogue agent, if Jey is hunting Solo, if Jimmy is picking up scraps, who protects Roman's back when Seth Rollins comes calling? Seth is sitting back in his ridiculous suits, laughing his head off, watching Roman's entire support system disintegrate from the inside out. Roman wanted to end his rivalry with Seth once and for all, but he's entering SummerSlam with a house on fire behind him. This whole bloodline situation has reached a point of no return. Solo is broken, Jacob Fatu is completely unhinged, and Roman Reigns is walking into a trap at SummerSlam against Seth Rollins. So I have to ask you guys, who is actually going to be standing tall when the dust settles at SummerSlam? Is Jacob Fatu going to take over the Bloodline?